So we're gonna close out with something a little different this evening. But just a couple of things I want to make sure that everybody knows is there's two things that I want to make sure that you have before you leave here today, because the only reason we have an event is to have the next event. I mean, that's really it. Because if like this was the last secret event ever, like that was it. We're just like, all right, this is it. Go. Don't you think it'd be a little difficult to build your business? Because you know, leaders see things in their mind before they see them in existence. But most people aren't leaders when they show up here. Now, you can create vision for people, but most people, they'll believe it when they... And that's why these events are so important. How many of you, just being here today, your vision was expanded just slightly a little bit so far, right? Okay? Even if we didn't train on everything. Even if we didn't train on anything. Even if we all just got in here, they're like, wow, there's a lot of people. Okay, my vision's expanded. You know? Like, just seeing it. And what's amazing is that, you know, we're going to grow out of this location. You guys know that next month we don't fit in here. You guys get that, right? You know? So, next month we actually rented out the entire ballroom on the second floor of the Long Beach Convention Center for us next month. So we can fit literally 3 times as many people. Why? Because we're all going to bring at least 3 more people in our organization to the next event, yes? Yes. Now here's the thing, is the only way that you're going to be able to bring at least 3 more people is if you have at least 3 tickets. So we're going to have tickets available. Write this down, Saturday, March 17th. Okay? Saturday, March 17th is our next regional event. And what I'm excited is that we're not just having our Southern California leadership that's going to be there, but we also have one of my good friends, one of our golds in the organization, an individual that you know, is clearing, you know, well over 6 figures and getting an opportunity to see his checks. It's amazing. And one of my good friends, Mr. Joshua Denny, is going to be there, okay, which is going to be amazing. Also, we have the newest rubies and the only rubies in the entire company, the #1 earners inside of Seacret, and one of them anyway, from the Midwest, Mr. John Malat is going to be coming into town for our next regional event. So you want to promote like a hummingbird on amphetamines, okay? Like just like crazy for that event, okay? That's #1. And then also, we're going to have some fun tonight. Okay? And there's a couple things I just want to make sure that we know before I get into my training, just, you know, that you get your tickets. We have wristbands available for you to purchase tonight. For the tickets, it's a $10 cover, but it includes your first drink. So, okay? Now, here's one thing that's very, very, very important. It is 18 to 21. I mean, it's 18 and over. Okay? But we will not allow any underage drinking. If we see you, because you're going to have a different wristband when you come in, obviously, if we find out you'll be drinking, not only will we kick you out of the club, but we'll get you kicked out of Seacret. And the reason why is this: don't ruin your $1 million opportunity for something stupid. Okay? All right? Because here's the thing: is what you do reflects on all of us. And the last thing that we would want to have happen in this organization is all of a sudden we're on the news. Yeah, Seacret had a club they rented out, and there was underage drinking, and somebody got in an accident and died on the way home. Okay? Do not put us in that position. Do not put yourself in that position. Are you guys with me? Yes. Do not drink and drive tonight. Okay? Now, find a designated driver. Have some fun. Okay? There's always another night. There's another party coming soon. All right? Okay? You go switch it up. Someone take a little sacrifice. All right? Okay? So, but your wristbands are going to be here tonight. Here's what I would suggest. I have friends that I'm inviting to come tonight that aren't in Seacret. Okay? Why is that? Because it's easier to get them out to a club to have some fun than it is sometimes to get them out to an opportunity meeting. How many of you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Okay? So I just want to make sure that I invite them out here so they can get it. So write this down. This is the address. It's at Maitreya Club and Lounge. Maitreya. It's M-A-I-T-R-E-Y-A. M-A-I-T-R-E-Y-A. Okay? This is the address. But you can't see. How about now? No? Can't see it?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
We're going to turn them off in a minute, don't worry. We're about to get intimate. Okay? 3500 West 6th Street, Unit 101. Okay? Everybody good? No? Copy out your secret. How long does it take to write down the address? You know? 3500 West 6th Street, 101. Okay? We're going to have the red carpet treatment. Like, I'm serious. Like, we literally have a red carpet. Okay? It's going to be a celebrity-style status. And what I would suggest as soon as we get out of here is just being like, hey, what are you doing tonight? Hey, want to come out and have a good time? And invite everybody you know. And what will happen is this. Is they're going to show up, and I would suggest changing before you get. You can come in your suit if you want to. You know, but if you have an opportunity to change, great. If you aren't prepared, that's fine too. Don't worry about it. But I'm excited about being there and having people walk in, you know, and like everybody's secret agents and nobody knows. You know, like I just introduce my friends around. Oh, what do you do? Oh, you know. Yeah, so it'll be fun. Are we all good? Yeah. Okay, good. All right, so it's going to start when the party starts. I don't know, what time? Like 10? 10 sounds good to me. We'll be there around 10. So, 10 o'clock. All right, here we go. Are we good? Great. So what I want to share with you today is this. I showed up in networking almost 10 years ago. I was 19. I was in Los Angeles, and I mean, I didn't know anything about anything. But I knew I wanted more, and I wanted something great. And I found out that there's this struggle, this challenge that most of us go through when we build our business. And the biggest challenge that we'll usually experience is not what we think it will be. And I wanted to kind of discuss some of those things, but a lot of times it's easier to talk about skill sets than it is to talk about our personal development. You know, it's easier to wash the outside of the car than it is to change the engine. And this afternoon, this evening, I'm just going to ask for your permission to coach the best that I know to my ability. Okay? So can I just freely speak to all of you tonight? Is that okay? Yes. Okay. You know, so some of you just gave me permission, and you were probably going to wish you hadn't over the next 45 minutes. But what I'm going to do my best to deliver is, if I say something that offends you, I just want you to know that it wasn't meant for you. It was meant for the person next to you. All right? So just judge it to my head, not to my heart. But sometimes there are things, I think, in our business and in our lives that need to be said that sometimes people are avoiding. So, okay. But I want to, first of all, honor your commitment to coming. And I want you to know that we value your time. And I hope that this is an investment in your future and in your business. But I'm going to go through a training that I put together about 3.5 years ago. And it was a training that I did in Chicago for our convention that I didn't do in Los Angeles just from time frame. So we got some requests to see it, so I'm going to share it with you today. And it's a real story. And for those of you guys that know me, I love movies. It's like my thing. You know, it's like my escape. I never watch TV, but I love movies. And so it's like everything I watch, I'm always like, it's always network marketing. You know, I don't know, have you ever been watching something like, that's network marketing? You know, right? That's so secret. You know? And I like taking lessons from different things that I know that are applicable to my life, and I like sharing them in a story format. So I hope that you enjoy what we're about to go through and this journey that we're going to go through, and hopefully something you'll be able to take with you that will help you in your journey through Seacret and also help you in your journey through your life. But the individual I want to introduce you to is a young man, Dan, a young boy by the name of Dan. And he's a young man, and he's trying to kind of find himself in this world, and finds himself at a point in life where he's just not able to sleep. He's finding himself troubled. And has anyone ever found it difficult to sleep because you were stressed about something in your life? You know, something in your life that was making it challenging for you to go to sleep. And so this young man, Dan, finds himself waking up in the middle of the night constantly and not being able to sleep. He decides to take a trip down to his local gas station. So if you could hit the lights here, and we will get started.
You know you got two different shoes on, right? One's a little lower than the other. Anything else? Thanks for stopping by.
What the hell did you just do? How did you get up there?
So here we meet Dan in an interesting point in his life. And he goes to a gas station and sees this guy he's never met do something that seems to be impossible. And that was like my first experience at my first networking meeting. My very first one, I went there and I had a chance to see these people seem to do things that were impossible. Make more in a month than most people were making in years. And my response was, how did you get up there? How did you get that high up that fast? It didn't make any sense to me because the traditional mindset that I had been taught said that that was impossible. It's not probable, that people don't do that kind of thing. And it was so interesting because it started to pique my curiosity. I was like, how did they do that? Because it seemed like these people had special abilities. Has anyone ever met some of these people? It was almost like they were like Jedi Knights. They had like weird abilities. Like you were talking to somebody and they're like, not interested, not interested, not interested, not interested. And one of these people would come over and they'd be like, how about now? And they'd be like, I'm ready. It just didn't make any sense to me because they seemed to be able to possess some kind of special skill, some kind of ability. It's almost like something supernatural that I didn't quite understand. But it intrigued me. I was so curious by it. It was that curiosity that compelled me to learn more. Could I do that? Could I get on top of a building that fast? Could I raise to $10, $20, $30, $40, $50,000 a month right now? And I wanted to know, how did you do it? How did you become successful? And it was that driving, curiosity really that led me back to the meeting every week. It was that curiosity that led me back to the regional event every month. It was that curiosity that led me to the convention every quarter. And it was that curiosity that led Dan back to the gas station the next evening as well.